Hi, thank you for turning on the video. I hope that this is going to be helpful to you as we work with Job through his sufferings and his questions and his doubts and his fears and all the arguments he has against God. He's gone through. I need a human being. I need a human being who sees with compassion. I need to be able to trust God in this. And we've seen how he's looked to, he's caught something of Jesus in his birth, his life, his death, and today it's his resurrection, where Job is just saying, is there anything after the grave? He says, if a man dies, will he live again? And if a tree's cut down, it will shoot again, but for human beings. And he gets to this point in chapter 14. It says, if only you would set a time and then remember me. If a man dies, will he live again? All the days of my hard service I will wait for my renewal to come. You will call and I will answer you. You will long for the creature your hands have made. And it's Job is sort of getting something of the heart of God, that God cannot live, God cannot live without this longing in his heart to know the people that he's made, and so of course God will raise them from the dead. Of course God will appoint a time to remember them. Of course he won't abandon them to the grave, in the words of David. And in the Old Testament, it doesn't it's not very clear about life after death. There's the place of the dead that's talked about, that happens a few times, but the expectation of life after death is really that God's love must go there. Even though I make my bed in the depths of Sheol, you are there. And God's love is constant, strong, and enough in order to overcome even our death. And then the idea of a new heaven and a new earth, a recreation, a new society. And those things are really important to us as Christians. But with the death of Jesus, everything changes, because he is raised from the dead. And so we get this whole, the Pharisees had developed it a bit by then, but this whole understanding, Paul was a Pharisee, this whole understanding of that Paul has, that our bodies will be like his body, that we will be raised like he is raised, that their current body is a seed that's put in the ground, that's raised into eternal life. That's all 1 Corinthians 15. And Jesus' body is the model of that. Jesus' resurrection is the hope of that. And then we get all the stuff around the new society as well in Revelation and other places too. So even in Jesus, if you're faithful in this life, you'll rule 10 cities in the next. So all of those things I think are really helpful for us. They're helpful for us in terms of not just our general suffering, but the angst that we can feel just because life is hard and then we die, because of the existential problem that there is around, in that we what are we here for? And resurrection gives us a hope, a future, an expectation. And it'd be great to talk about this and encourage one another with these words, as it says in another place in the New Testament. So I hope you have a good time as you talk about resurrection and what a difference it makes to our confidence and to the message that we have, and to the way that we work for a new society, recreation, and the coming city. Have a great time as you talk about this stuff. I hope that's helpful. See you in a bit. Bye bye.